Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Here I will discuss a product of manga or Japanese comic to meet the text of Sick Business English course. Before starting my presentation, of thanks to the audience who watched the portion of my video, and thank to Mr. Mustakim Rija as a lecturer of the text Business English. Okay. Previously, my name is Karmila Apriani from Indonesia Membangun University Psychology Study Program. Okay, this is how often do you hear this word from the parents? Yeah, my parents often warn us not to read comic. They meanwhile want to tell us that reading comics doesn't make you smart, but the reality could be the opposite. The reason why I choose manga product as the product that I resented was because besides I like Korean things, I also like Japanese things, like anime and comic. And why I'm talking about Japan? Because according to the search that I got, this comic or manga originated from Japan in the 20th century, and modern comic strip appeared in the 12th century with the popularity of cartoonists like Osamu Tezuka. Okay, reading that comic make you smart and get a lot of science. That's because often in such comics it is always inserted fascinating science that is not originally what it is. For example, if you read comic about sport and baseball, for example, you can understand more about the technique, the rule of the game to the training without having to learn it. Currently, I'm interested in manga. In addition to being entertaining and relaxing and boring, I have many genres that can be useful for you too. And in my opinion, from what I can read in this manga, I know something that I'm not interested in. For example, the manga entitled this Haikyuu. This is yes, Haikyuu. This comic tells about volleyball athlete in high school. I don't like sport and I'm not interested in volleyball, but I can learn techniques and know the term in volleyball game because I enjoy reading this manga and watching the anime. Many people say that manga or this comic is very insignificant or make you stupid. If we like manga, yeah. But actually, from what I learned while reading this comic, it made me learn differently and more excitingly. And beside that, comic can convey information, talk visuals, and are easy to digest for children and even adults. And comic can also improve communication and cognitive function for students. And comic can increase imagination, creativity, insight, and information. Besides that, comics can also improve language skill, dramatization, design or painting, as well as helping them remember the reading content of textbook. And what more interesting about manga is that many are, and the reason why my brain so buy this comic and because there are a lot of interesting facts about why you like to read manga, one of which can make you smarter. Wow. Okay, well, the first is that because reading comic can boost brain cell. You might think if reading comic books even makes people lazy. The fact is not so. According to the article edutopia.org, the brain works hard to follow and filter the story flow from the comic you read, activating activating neurons in the head and shaping the brain. It's amazing, yeah. And the second, makes you love to read loops. The comic image in them make you not saturated to read, even if those language are actually heavy. As with science, everything ends up being fun because of the presence of image. This is a great thing, but because reading comic can lead you to reading books with heavier topic. And third, make you think differently. There is term for teaching called multiply modalities. According to grabcboost.com, yeah, multiply modalities are teaching techniques used by school to involve various range of the student for one language from visual to hearing. In the concept, multiply modalities can be obtained by a comic reader because they have to read the text at the same time to explore the picture. This allows readers to have a differently way of thinking. Fourth, comic can give you more knowledge. There are many genres in comics such as horror or life. There are a lot of things you can get in there. Take the comic books Persepolis. From the comic, you can learn how the historical details of Iran are rarely talked about and known by people, and much more, all in offline and online bookstore with prices that are relativity from the lowest to the limited edition. And in Indonesia, at this time there are so many manga that have been translated into language that are easy to understand. Okay, well, it is an interesting fact about recommend why I'm recommended this comic or manga product. For now, my percentage is enough for here, and I'm so sorry if there are any word and grammar does not fit. Thank you and see you later. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.